Elsie, because you are brought up by a strict parent, there is something out of that that has made you out to be how you are. However, in life, men, we will complain, we will have issues, we will have excuses because we are in flesh. This flesh will look for comfort when even there are no chances of having comfort. So at that point is when you resonate yourself and you feel like this is too much from this parent. And now we choose to call that one strict. So despondency started when millennials started lacking jobs. Is when now we start blaming that it's because of this strict parenting. We never bonded. But you have forgotten you have an A. Because maybe then being strict to you would work so that you have that A. The major side effect that was bad is the fact that the children did not get to mingle so well or to socialize or to explore. Nona, if not the nation, the world.
Yes.
And so, you see, it's like you are raising this child for a special world. And there is no special world for them. Where people just know you come from school, you go home, you do this work, you do your homework, you sleep, and then you go from this grade to this grade, then you go to university, and then or tertiary schools, and then you get a job. So that thing, that is what they are used to. But now when they find, hey, even at work, people are having refreshment time, they are having breaks of some short breaks hii ya kuchangamsha watu, mtu ana feel odd. Hii ni vitu za kitoto.
Hi people, how are you doing? Welcome to Child of Mine show once again. Welcome to the 13th episode of this show. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't be late. Don't be left out. Be part of us. Let's move together. This show is about parenting. It's about raising godly and wholesome generation. It's about working with each and every parent in the journey of raising your child. Remember, from the day your child is born to the day, no matter how old they are, you are still a parent. And so it's a lifelong journey. And that's why we are here to walk with you on Child of Mine. So, karibuni sana and welcome to today's topic. We're going to talk about the effects of being raised by a strict parent. I know maybe mentioning the word strict could spark something in you, in your mind. Maybe it's negative or maybe it's positive. So the effects, I think, are two-way. So let's talk about this. And we are going to also talk about how do we strike a balance. You know, getting to know your child's personality, does it matter in terms of whether you want to be strict to them or not? So let's talk about this. Let me hear about your comments and your views. And to help me discuss this today is a friend. I know she's no longer a stranger here. She's very familiar with you and with me. Karibu sana, Sheila.
Yes, good morning, Elsie. Of course, for a second time or many other times since we met in the morning, I've been telling you good morning, good morning, good morning. You can keep saying that until the morning is over. It ends some 2 minutes or 1 minute to 12 noon. Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm still Sheila, great woman of God. I believe in myself. I am tangible to myself, reliable to myself, and I can account for who I am. So I am blessed this morning and I'm highly favored, ready to plug into this discussion of strict parenting, the effects. I love the fact that you have said effects.
Yes.
So you're not selfish. Otherwise, you would have said that we are going to talk about positive or negative. Or the goodness. But when you talk about effects, it's general. So viewers, you have been given an opportunity to share about this strict parenting. I believe there is something about it. And actually, when you shared with me that topic, what came in my mind was striking a balance. Striking a balance across all kinds of parenting. We understand there is what we call positive or gentle parenting. We have strict parenting. And this comes about because we have decided to call ourselves baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zs. And currently I'm hearing of alphas. And so without harming any generations, please could we strike a balance? Where you are, strike a balance so that you bring up that alpha.
Yeah.
Strike a balance so that you bring up that Gen Z.
Yes. So Sheila, were you raised by strict parents?
Of course, yes.
You did?
Yes.
Yes.
And for that matter, they were foster parents.
Oh.
Yes. And what I can tell you, it was an amazing journey.
Wow.
It was an amazing journey until we became adults. That's when it proved to be worse and not working up to now.
Just to digress a bit.
Yes.
At what age did you have them as your parents?
I had my foster parents at the age of 8, entering to 9. And then I was raised by, from then I was raised by a granny who passed on. It's when I was picked, you see. So it means for me, I left the hands or the arms of my legitimate mother when I was 2 years old, close to 2 years old.
I see.
So I have no taste of what legitimate parenting is as far as physical and point of man view is. But I believe in myself. That's why I call myself a great woman. I am able to discuss these matters because I feel I was born to be so. So her not being there has not been an excuse. I know and I believe what it feels to for them to have been there. And so this one I cannot deny my children, you see. And also I know what it feels like being brought up by a strict parent, though not legitimate, but it is good. And believe you me, I bring it on to my children.
Yes, let's go back to the parents now. The strict parents.
The strict parents. Now this is whereby I have learned it's good to strike a balance, given that I've been given an opportunity by the Lord not to be trained professionally by a human being, but by God himself. Because I thank God when it comes to children and parenting, God has given me an ability to discern. Yeah, believe you me, sometimes I could correct a parent. I've corrected parents, I have corrected youth, and they have been successful. And it is until I joined a particular church that I decided just to vet myself. Let me join these trainings of theirs to see if I've been doing well. And I realized, wow, without mankind training, there is God. So the Lord has been training me. So I realized everything that was being told to these parents is something that I've been doing for other people's kids before even I got married, and even in my marriage. And people would believe me and have confidence in me. And I'm like, okay, they're like, are you a teacher? By the way, people think I'm a teacher. I'm not a teacher by profession. Do you teach children? Do you handle children? That one provoked me to join Sunday school. And nowadays, at least I am called a teacher because I teach Sunday school, you see. So maybe to come a little bit on the, actually majorly on why I insist on striking a balance, I want to ask you, viewer, you know, whether you are a baby boomer, you are a millennial, you are a Gen Z, you have an alpha there, just know that whatever took place that you are calling strict, that you are calling positive parenting, that you are calling gentle parenting, has made you to be. So there must be something good out of it.
By the way, in your opinion, what is strict parenting?
Why I'm saying there must be something good out of it is because people have decided to generalize. Strict parents were bad, denied their children opportunities. So this strict parenting, once somebody mentioned it, believe me, even my viewers or our viewers will look at your channel and you'll be like, yes, now these people are coming to be told the truth, the bitter truth. But it's not about that. Let's stop being selfish and negative. They did us well. They did you well. That's why you are there. You see. So strict parenting is a good parenting. But the way we view it, the way we define it, makes us to digress to a point of selfishness. Forgive me, I keep on using this word, selfishness. I overdo this word. But perhaps I want to drive a point of, before you want to conclude something about this topic, about that person, just know you are part and parcel of that journey. And so as you make yourself feel comfortable, ensure the other party is also feeling comfortable. Ensure that one who did strict parenting, and to you strict parenting is bad, ensure that person, when you are talking about this, they also feel comfortable because you are alive. You are seated here, Elsie, because you are brought up by a strict parent. There is something out of that that has made you out to be how you are. However, in life, men, we will complain, we will have issues, we will have excuses because we are in flesh. This flesh will look for comfort when even there are no chances of having comfort. So at that point is when you resonate yourself and you feel like this is too much from this parent. And now we choose to call that one strict. You see? Because so the definition of comparing with some other parents. The issue is how have we been defining this strictness? Because even we work and at job things are strict. At the end of the day, we do overviews of what we have been doing quarterly, monthly, biannually, and we are looking at how this strictness, how this standard operating procedures, which are laid rules that bound you to do something in a given way, and that's being strict. Then when results come, you are holding that. It's because I think the cameraman was strict that you be here on time. But I saw you appreciating him, telling him, okay, I know I'm bad in time, but you are good. Thank you for pardoning me. So for me,
it means regardless whether a parent is strict or not strict, there's every form of parenting has its positives and negatives.
Oh yeah.
We just need to focus on the positives.
Yeah. So what I want to say from strict parenting, this is parenting that has majorly occurred in the time of baby boomers and millennials. I think imeishia hapo kind of. Yeah, and it's because I want to believe, for me, parents, we were selfish but subconsciously, not cautiously, which we cannot really blame them so much, because they are doing this to protect this girl child, to protect their children, so to ensure they perform in school and they excel. And you realize it worked. Then, if you don't get to university, if you don't get to college, no work. It's just nowadays that the field of employment has been flooded. No wonder we have CBC. So now people are being told, let your children know that they can also be employers. You see, instead of expecting that they'll come and there'll be a job for them. So despondency started when millennials started lacking jobs. Is when now we start blaming that it's because of this strict parenting. We never bonded. But you have forgotten you have an A. Because maybe then being strict to you would work so that you have that A. Remember, Pia, it depends where you're coming from. Sometimes these resources are not available. I mean, you have that paraffin in kwa hiyo taa, and your parent has bought this so that you utilize. You can't be playing and you're supposed to be studying. Excuse me, we have electricity, we have solar, cheap. So circumstances caused our parents to be strict. But let's choose wisely. For me, I would engage in a conversation with a parent who is willing that we come together, strike a balance, so that we bring our children together, rather than feeling strict parenting was too much, the children are not free or whatever. But let me tell you something, every kind of parenting has its own positive and negative side effects. Strict parenting, as we have deemed it to be, and I don't want to define it because people know the normal or the obvious definition, had the major side effect that was bad is the fact that the children did not get to mingle so well or to socialize or to explore. If not the nation, the world.
Yes.
And so, you see, it's like you are raising this child for a special world. And there is no special world for them. Where people just know you come from school, you go home, you do this work, you do your homework, you sleep, and then you go from this grade to this grade, then you go to university, and then or tertiary schools, and then you'll get a job. So that is what they are used to. But now when they find, even at work, people are having refreshment time, they are having breaks of some short breaks ya kuchangamisha watu, mtu ana feel odd. Hii ni vitu za kitoto. You see, but you are a child of God, you should still do such to feel nice. It is exercising those things even in your adulthood that will help you bring up a child. Because now this person, after being an adult, now they have a child. They have nothing to do with their child as far as playing together and socializing. That is what matters to a child to grow up well. Takes, you don't have it. because no one has ever taken you back into remembering what a child is. And even if they take you back, there is nothing. You never played with your dad, you never played with your mom. Even your siblings, you had to play cautiously. Hey, watatupata tukicheza, tumekimbia mbio to do some task. I remember my dad used to tell us, if he finds you are making stories, he would tell you, hey, people, you are supposed to be resting as you do something.
Me too. My grandma used to give me to do that to me.
Yeah, so atuambia, when as you're making stories,
chagua hapo maragwe.
Chagua maragwe. Dondoa mahindi. You realize there is a positive side of this thing and a negative. Positive is that you learn how to utilize every moment of time. Are we not doing that? People are working online. People are having businesses. No wonder a term has come, jack of all trades. That parent was trying to teach you how to be a jack of all trades. Yes. Well, sometimes when we decide to sugarcoat things, titles, for selfishness, you see, it really works. But the thing is, can't we strike a balance?
You know, for some reason, let's say I'm cooking pilau or rice.
Yeah.
For some reason, I find it so hard. I've already made some stew, and maybe the rice is the one cooking now. I'm waiting for it. I can't stand and wait for it to finish cooking. I have to be doing something. You know, when I'm in the kitchen, I just have to be active and not just stand there waiting for the food to be ready. Yeah. For I think for some reason that is one of the effects.
It has helped. However, then when you are a child, you'd find it's not easy to define what was resting in the what they missed telling us is how can then someone rest?
True.
Because you realize a child, the time they are resting is sleeping time. You realize if you are around, they will keep coming. Mommy, can I, even if they are 2-3 years, it's you to tell them it's good to sleep, go to sleep. They'll doze off even in that kitchen on the mat. You'll carry them in. So a child doesn't know the time to rest, doesn't know how to plan well. Maybe when they were planning all these things to be done, they never featured in resting time,
especially quiet time.
Yes, and that is what I call resting time. You see, even you in your kitchen, when you are making ugali or rice, when the food is simmering, you are washing the utensils on the sink. You are cutting the tomatoes. You are arranging. You are wiping the utensils. And then when you come out of that kitchen and people have eaten, you will go back washing again so fast. Then everybody's asleep. And you realize, hey, today I made it at 8 sharp. We have already finished dinner. Everything is clean. And you have a good rest or a good quiet time. So for us, we were just put on toes, and they never indicated in any way that this is now your time of resting. And you can imagine somebody telling you you will rest when you are sleeping, because in Saudi, that is the only time they rest. Unfortunately, they rest for about 2 or 3 hours. You see, and remember, resting in the form of sleep, if that's the only thing you can have as the only time you can have as resting, I think you are doing much harm to yourself. There are so many ways of resting. I think they missed it on defining to us when can we rest. So we can say as children we never rested, and then unfortunately we have come into adulthood, we have discovered there is no resting again. So when are we going to rest? It's until you create time. And that's why I bring in the point of striking the balance.
True.
You realize when kids go to PP1 and PP2, they will learn at some point, all of them, whether you feel like sleeping or not, the teacher will tell them sleep. You see?
Yeah.
It's because they are featuring a moment of resting in this child, because resting helps a child to grow so well.
An individual, not just a child, even an adult.
Yeah. So strict parenting is good, though that is one of the side effects. As children, I never rested. Sincerely speaking, I never rested. But I want to thank God because I never lacked. Yeah, I never lacked. And in fact, we were put onto hard tasks. I do remember when I was joining Form 1, I was just taken the first day. The second day, I used to go alone. And it was far past a certain town. So I used to take two buses. And I used to go alone from second term until I finished Form 4.
Another advantage for me and a disadvantage is my strict grandparents. What they put in me is some self-control.
Yeah.
Yes, I learned to be self-controlled and at times to just say no to what is not right for me. At the same time, on the flip side of the coin is that creativity, or the adventurous person in me was kind of cut off. Yes, because you're fearful to just venture into new zones, into new ideas. You take a lot of time. You're like, what if, that pushing yourself and just daring to discover was kind of inhibited by being strict.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that point. But for my side, I would call it really affected you in the sense that you started procrastinating so much. And you realize when you procrastinate, a lot can fail to be done or to be achieved. Or, for example, discovering who you can be in the future, whom you are meant to be, and what difference you can actually bring to a family. You understand, as children, there's a difference we bring to our family. No wonder nowadays people will leave and then they'll go back. I want to do my mama house. It's like you used to live in bushes. You see, there's a difference that you discover when you move out. And this is something we missed. So you have graduated, you are at work, and you get into these small groups, and you discover people are building their parents. Hey! And you join those circles, and you go do your mommy a house. So you see, this thing is starting at the tail end of your life, if not midway, you see. So, and you want to see that you missed this in the childhood. Like you were never given freedom to bond with other children, to see what the world can bring to you, so that you see what can you make out of it. Because, it's not about garbage in, garbage out. It's not about just receiving. And sometimes we tend to weigh issues so that we can dispose them too on the other side. So as a child, we were never given that opportunity. I'm so unfortunate. And in fact, I'm looking at the example of my foster siblings, because at the end of the day, when they got into their marriages, their families, actually they struggled to get spouses. They struggled. And even as we are talking right now, out of 6 girls, only 2 have marriages.
What's the reason?
They blame it on strict parenting.
Oh,
You are cautious. You live in fear.
Yeah.
It could be wrong. It could be wrong. It could be wrong. And it's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's right. I mean, you need to discuss this with your parent and get to know, is it wrong? Your parent needs to validate that feeling.
So
that decision.
Creating a balance also means telling a child, don't do this because of 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Not just don't do it.
Yes.
And don't do it.
And others, because my parent has been strict, what he says is what is supposed to be done. And actually, I've not seen anything going wrong. You see, I have not lacked food. I have not lacked school fees. If you look around, actually, you would discover you are the family that was doing well. Then, unfortunately, this parenting happened in the villages. In town, you can't compare the numbers of strict. If you compare the numbers of strict parenting in the village and in town, majority are in the village. You see, in town we have a few. And if you compare the two, you could get for every maybe 1,000 in the village, we have 100 or 200 in town. So you realize these things happened back then. So, and there, whom do you socialize with? It's like there is nothing you can. And even if there's nothing you can give them. I mean, we were just supposed to be led to go and socialize so that we exercise what have been given to them. That is mentorship. So as they mentored us, they never gave us an opportunity to mentor other people as children. Something now, as you grow, take that strict parenting, but model your child from that tender age. You see if they can exercise it on another child. It's not just about receiving. Now our parents used to make us feel we are better off than others, so there is nothing we can get from them. But actually, in giving you, be blessed more. So if they know that disobeying your parents in this manner, in that manner is not good, let them go and mingle. And when they see other kids be misbehaving, they say, no, that is bad. My mommy told me this is what is happening. You see, but now what this other positive and gentle parenting is failing is striking the balance. I mean, you have given them that freedom, but don't let them stress you up. Because now, parents who are doing gentle parenting, they are now facing the opposite. They are in fear of letting their kids to be by themselves in their house.
Oh,
They'll burn themselves.
because there's no self-control or something.
No, because you are not able to strike a balance. You're not able to put them to test. If in the Bible we have men that God appointed to be kings at the age of 10 or whatever, who are you not to? I mean, you just create boundaries, make the home to be safe, the environment to be safe, then test your child.
Create boundaries.
Yes, because now you are living in fear. You're doing this gentle parenting, but now you're living in fear. Because you failed to strike a balance. You are thinking, I'll be deemed as being authoritative. But now that one to you is negative. But being authoritative is good, depends on how you think about it. You see, so you realize you'll be carrying shame. Your child, because of gentle parenting, they will be misbehaving in public, and there's nothing you can do. You just be, Mama, Daddy, oh, and you will keep on roaming around. You are not able to rebuke them. You see, because you are thinking that let them explore. There are no boundaries. You see, so strict parenting should help you bring parenting in any. Should help you bring up some boundaries that are supposed to be really exercised and be fruitful. Like physically, you can see the results, not like you are hoping or you are believing.
Yeah, sure.
So striking a balance is key.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Time is really going so fast.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you for your inputs. Indeed, whether you are strict or not strict, as a parent, all you just need to do is to create a balance. And then the second thing, think about the wellness of your child. Where do you want them to be? How do you want them to be? Who do you want them to be? Ni hayo tu kwa leo. Enjoy it. Share, put your comments. Please let me know. And if you have a specific topic you would want us to talk about, kindly share and tell us. Thank you. Have a lovely time. Bye-bye.